Welcome back for another video, guys, and today I want to tell you a little bit about how I got into hunting. It's a video that I've thought about doing, and I don't think I ever have. Maybe I have at some point in the past done a video on this, but to my knowledge, I don't think I've done this yet. I might have touched on it in a live stream at some point, but I want to let you guys know how I got into hunting, how I got into duck hunting, and how I got to where I am today with being a duck hunting guy on YouTube. I'm pretty sure a lot of my viewers think that I've been hunting since I was 3 years old and I'm like an expert in duck hunting and I know all there is to know, which is far from the truth. So I want to shed a little light on my past and how I got into hunting. And if you guys are new to hunting and wanting to get into hunting, you can learn from my experiences and maybe learn how to hunt yourselves. But before we get into this video, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot when you guys do that. And also hit that thumbs up button for me. It means a lot when you guys do that as well. So let's see if we can get this video up to, I don't know, 300-400 likes. I think that sounds pretty doable. And also, if you guys want to help support the channel and help me keep making videos, go ahead and pick up some apparel by clicking the link in the description. You can pick up a hat like this one, a Mallard's Bro hat, Mallard's Bro shirt. Just click the link, it'll take you over there and show your support. I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and dive on into how I started hunting. Now, I've always had a passion for the outdoors ever since I was a little kid. I grew up going fishing on my family's farm with my dad. We went up to Minnesota for a week over the summer for a family vacation. I'd go fishing there. And that's kind of where my passion for the outdoors really originated. And so growing up, I never really hunted. I never went hunting, actually, up until high school. But, you know, as I got older, I kind of gained this interest in going hunting. And it didn't really hit me until I was in high school that it was really something that I wanted to do. It was always something, like I go to Bass Pro with my dad to go pick out like some fishing lures or something. I see like the hunting section upstairs, and I'm like wondering what's up there. It's like this mysterious place that I'd never been, I know nothing about. And my dad never hunted, none of my grandparents hunted. I'm like the only person in my family that actually hunts other than my cousin, but he started hunting at the same time I did, and I hunt more often than he does. I got the chance to take him out this past season, which was pretty cool, and I'm hoping to take him out again this next season. My interest in hunting really started once I took a hunter safety class when I was a sophomore in high school. So my cousin was taking a hunter's ed class through the Missouri Department of Conservation, and my mom wanted me to take it with him. And you know, it was one of those things that I was like, yeah, why do I have to take this class? I don't know, I don't even hunt or whatever. And my mom told me, just take it. It's going to be useful at some point in your life. You might need it. So I took advantage of it. I went, I did it. I passed the course. I learned a little bit about hunting. And there's a lot of stuff about hunting that they don't teach you in hunter's ed, which, you know, they teach you the safety stuff, which is very important. It's probably the most important things about hunting that you need to know is firearm safety and how to do things correctly and follow the regulations. I mean, it's very important stuff that you learn in there, but the class that I took personally, it didn't teach me anything about when you go to the field, here's what you do when you hunt ducks. Here's what you do when you hunt geese. Here's how you hunt deer. I didn't really kind of get any of that information. I really got like, here's how you cross a fence safely, or here's how you climb into a tree stand. That kind of information. But that course kind of made me realize that, wow, this is like kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to getting into doing this, and I want to go out and go hunting. And at that point in my life, I'd never hunted before. And I had two interests that I wanted to pursue. And one of them was goose hunting, and one of them was deer hunting. So my family's property, our family farm, has a lot of goose traffic that comes through. So geese come through every winter. They use the fields on our farm. And I've noticed that, and I've always kind of wanted to hunt them. And so I want to say, yeah, it was my sophomore year is when I started goose hunting. I'm gonna just kind of brush over to some of this stuff. I'll leave a link to my blog post that I made that like really outlined all of this stuff, so I'm not chewing up all of your time during your day. So I did go goose hunting my sophomore year in high school. I had no clue what I was doing, mind you that. And this was a point in time where there was really no videos on how to hunt geese on YouTube. And so there's really only like online articles, magazine articles, and some hunting videos that were from TV, or some people filmed themselves and posted on YouTube. So the following season, I tried goose hunting again. I was not successful at all, and I was using borrowed decoys at that point. I talked to one of my high school teachers, and he let me borrow like a couple dozen goose decoys, and I was unsuccessful. I had no clue what I was doing. It was just kind of, I learned how to blow a goose call. I accomplished that, and I didn't understand how to scout. I didn't understand how to set decoys, and it was just kind of, I was learning it firsthand. I had nobody to teach me. My junior year of high school, I got the opportunity to go deer hunting with one of my wrestling coaches, and I had never been deer hunting before, and like I said earlier, that was something that was of interest to me, so I wanted to go out and deer hunt. And here was an opportunity. I had somebody to teach me how to do it, and somebody to take me out, and the whole shebang right there. Here's a good opportunity, let's take advantage of it. So I sat up, it was late doe season, I was in a tree stand, a deer walked by, and I shot it. My placement was not great for the shot. I gut shot my first deer, and it wasn't even a big deer, it was a little Bambi, but I didn't know any better. And that was my first experience of pulling a trigger on a rifle, like a big rifle ever. And so I shot my first deer. And then came my senior year of high school. I got a little bit more freedom as time went on. So initially my parents were pretty strict about, you need to go with an adult when you go hunting. And this never really applied to me legally speaking, because I was 16 and over this whole time. So I never had to legally have an adult with me. And at this point, I didn't own any guns. I didn't have a bow. I was just borrowing my grandpa's shotgun, and I borrowed my wrestling coach's deer rifle. So my senior year of high school is when things kind of started to settle in, and things got a little bit more like, hey, I can go hunting and do this willy-nilly. I can do it whenever I want, because my godfather gave me 2 shotguns to use. One is an over-under, one was a Mossberg 500. They're in that closet right there. You guys have seen them in past videos. So my senior year of high school, I tried deer hunting on my family's property unsuccessfully. I had a shot on a couple of deer. I was bow hunting with my friend at the time. His dad had a bow that he let me borrow. Had a shot on a doe, and I had a shot on a nice 8-point buck, but just never, the pieces never fell together, which was kind of a bummer. I was kind of stoked about that, but the first day of the season that I went out with the bow, a doe walked right under my stand, and I thought it was a button buck, so I didn't shoot it, and then it walks away a little bit, and I'm like, oh crap, that's a doe. Should have shot it, but you live and you learn. And deer hunting, it's something that a lot of you guys ask me if I'm going to ever do on the channel and make videos. It's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to do, but it's definitely something I would like to do every once in a while. I don't have the time currently as a college student, but I will be graduating college on May 11th, which is super exciting. So maybe this fall I'll get a chance to go and sit in a tree stand for a little bit and try and shoot a deer. Okay, so senior year of high school, I went goose hunting, unsuccessful. Once again, I did some rabbit hunting and squirrel hunting and was successful in that point. And then I went off to college, and this is kind of like the pinnacle moment of my hunting career. You could say, you can call it a career or whatever, but I went duck hunting for my first time my freshman year of college, which was 5 years ago. So I went with Adam. Adam had been goose and duck hunting before. He was not he wasn't an expert in it either, so we both kind of didn't have a clue of what we were doing. We had an idea. We built a blind. It looked really good. We were on public land in a marsh. We had 6 decoys. That was it. And we watched other people shoot ducks. We never got the chance, but that day made me realize that duck hunting was what I wanted to do over everything else. And it kind of stuck. So then the next year is when I really learned how to duck hunt. I got together with some people here at school. I went out with them every week. I learned from them how to duck hunt. I built up my own decoy spread, and I really learned what I was doing. And I learned it firsthand from a bunch of people. And for everybody out there who has had a dad or a mom or any influential family member that has taught them how to hunt, you guys are very fortunate, because for people like me, my family doesn't hunt, and I had to go out of my way to find other people and make new connections with people who do hunt and have them take me with them so then I could learn how to do it. And at this point on YouTube, you can learn anything you want to know about duck hunting. I've covered it, other channels have covered it. You can get a pretty good grasp of what you're gonna do when you get to the field before you even step foot in there for the first time. After that point, my sophomore year of high school, it was just hit the ground running, and I picked everything up real quick. I was shooting a lot of ducks, and I started making videos, and like the video aspect of it really kind of came into play the year after. So this was like my my third year of college, and that's when this channel kind of blew up a little bit. I posted videos from my first season. There was, I think, 5 or 6 of them way back in the day. If you guys go back, they're still on here. You can check them out. But you know, that the 2016-2017 season is when things really kind of heated up, and I knew what I was doing, and everything just kind of clicked with me, and I figured it out, and now we're here. So that was a lot of information coming at you guys, and I hope it kind of makes sense. I do have a little bit of an unconventional past with hunting, and I don't regret pursuing it in any way, shape, or form. I love every minute in the outdoors that I get, and you know, having always fished, I fished all the time in high school. But, you know, there comes a time when you can't go fishing. What do? Well, you go hunting. And it just filled that gap for me. So now I'm able to do stuff in the outdoors all year round. I enjoy it. I enjoy every second of it. And I enjoy learning a lot of things. I'm never going to stop learning tricks of how to hunt ducks. Or maybe this fall I'll pick up deer hunting and learn how to hunt deer. Like I'm very inexperienced with deer hunting. I kind of understand the concept of it. I understand things that you need to do, but I wanna just constantly learn how to hunt. So I enjoy teaching you guys the stuff that I pick up along the way, and I want you guys to know I'm no expert. I don't proclaim myself to be any kind of expert when it comes to hunting. I just like to share the information that I have and share what works for me. So that is my hunting history, I guess. Like I said, I will leave a link to my blog post that I posted about all of my hunting past. It probably dives into it in a little bit better detail than I did here on this video. I want you guys to leave in the comments your hunting history. How old were you? Where did you learn how to do it? What was the first hunt that you went on? I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. So let me read those comments and hear what you guys have done in the past and where you guys started and where you are now. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere, and some people get to have it introduced to them at a young age, or you're like me where you pick it up when you're 16 years old and you don't know what you're doing, and then then eventually you figure it out, and then you become some guy on YouTube who makes hunting videos. So yeah, I think that's about it for my hunting history. If you guys want to follow me on my social media, I've got a Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So be sure to follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.